Running a business can be exhausting. Building your website shouldn't be. With Wix, you can express your ideas, give direction, then leave the heavy lifting to AI. From site creation to branded content and images. Have fun with the details. Customize what you want the way you want. And manage your whole business from a centralized dashboard with expert AI tools. Build, scale, and enjoy the incredible results. You can do it all yourself on Wix.
Great gifts for Dad? We've got them. And they're up to 60% off at Nordstrom Rack stores now.
How did I not know Rack has Adidas?
They've got the best gifts.
Gotta show Dad some love.
Snag amazing deals on Father's Day gifts from Cole Haan, Calvin Klein, Vince, and more. Great brands, great prices. That's why you Rack.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the podcast this week. This is Denny, your normal host of the show. Just wanted to let you know we're going to do an oldie but goodie this week and next week. The beauty of this is you get to relive some old moments, probably from Thank God Cancer Saved Our Divorce, since that's the podcast that it all started. We're taking a couple of weeks off. We got a few things to work out. So I thought, well, hey, let's do some, let's look back for a couple of these and get some attention on some older episodes. Give myself, Amanda, Jams, and Braden a chance to kind of rest a little bit. And we'll come back stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. Can't say that enough. We appreciate all the support. And guess what? You'll see us with a brand new episode on June the 23rd. That's right. We'll be back in the Every Joke Has a Little Truth studio on 6/23/25. It's coming up faster than you think. Right after that, it's going to be the 4th of July, and then you're going to blink. It's going to be Christmas. Yep. You heard it here first. Get ready. In the meantime, why don't you enjoy an old podcast? See you on the other side. Are you done yawning?
I'm getting tireder by the minute.
Tireder? By the minute.
See, she's so tireder.
Tireder. That's how tired she is.
I'm fucking exhausted.
Hey. Already.
It's never too early.
Never too early, especially for her.
Y'all crazy, bitch. R-D-I-V-O-R-C-E. You gotta fight. A brown-eyed girl.
Hello and welcome back to Thank God Cancer Saved Our Divorce, coming to you recorded right now from the Every Joke Has a Little Truth studio. Amanda's on her second yawn so far of our podcast that's 1 minute and 20 seconds old. To my left, I have Jamie, my ex-wife.
Hello?
You got to remember, it's a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to talk.
Yeah, I can't nod.
And then across from me, I've got the very tired and very pregnant Amanda, my next wife.
I wouldn't be so tired if we didn't take so long to start these events.
We were listening to Jamie's stories. She's had a very eventful few days.
Yeah.
Would you like to share anything on the podcast?
Yes.
No.
I have lost in 7 weeks. I have lost 21.7 pounds.
Wow, 21.7 pounds.
Yes.
That's pretty incredible. How are you doing it?
I am doing Singular, and if you would like to know more, you can find me on Facebook.
Okay.
Jamie Nicole Korn. I don't know why I almost forgot my name.
Well, you're having one of those days.
Yeah, I am. And I'll send you information on it. It's been great. More energy, sleeping better, feeling better.
Yeah.
My skinny clothes are now a little too big.
I I saw that you said that.
Yes.
And I see a difference.
I mean,
It's
7 weeks, 21.7 pounds. I did another weight loss program. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
I feel like I should curtsy, but I'm sitting down. So,
And you'd probably hit
Is
your head on the
curtsy
table.
something you do?
I mean,
And you would hit your head on the table.
Or
Totally
no, that's
agree with that.
bowing, isn't it?
You still have to put your head down when you curtsy
Oh,
a little
yeah, I
bit.
guess a little bit.
Just not as far.
So, I don't know. It's been amazing.
It's been amazing.
Yes.
Well, good. So it's the first podcast since the big day. Amanda's on her third yawn in 3 minutes and 17 seconds
so
in.
tired.
So the big birthday is behind us. The
We
big
made it.
birthday extravaganza.
I was exhausted.
Yeah.
After
I think
that.
everybody was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
after you left us with both kids afterwards,
Yeah.
Both kids.
Mm-hmm.
they were awful.
They were pretty bad because they were so tired. They were so tired.
Audrey fell asleep sitting in the chair with her head on the table.
Literally. She
Well-
laid her head down and went to sleep. I had to wake her up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was awful. I mean, it was a great time.
it was.
Fourth
it was
yawn.
A really,
3 minutes, 58 seconds.
it was a really great birthday.
It was.
The kids were spoiled, which was, oh God, it was so sickening. Every toy.
Yeah.
My toy did not get the reaction I wanted.
It was like when that happened, you expected like angels to sing with in the background. And she looked at it and she was like, oh, that's cool. What's next?
I really
What's
thought
Braxton got?
Yeah, I really thought she would jump up and down with excitement
No.
because
She was more interested in the picture book.
no, it's like she gets so excited about every gift she opens until it's
Except
not
yours.
mine.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But it was a great birthday.
It
The water slide was quite the hit.
Oh, it was cold, but those kids did not care. They
So the first time in August in likely my entire life,
It's not sweltering
and it's
hot.
not sweltering like oppressive heat in Indiana.
it was
Or you're-
actually a cooler day.
It was a gorgeous day,
It was perfect.
but it was not a gorgeous day for
water.
hose water.
Fresh well water.
Yeah. So, but they braved it, and once they got wet, it was on. We'll post some more videos. I put out one. I forgot to put out the rest. I took slow motion videos.
Yeah.
Oh, they were fun. I just sat down here waiting on you.
You know, I
to
did
get
not
here.
take one picture.
You were too busy.
I know.
Denny had to keep reminding me to take pictures.
Yeah. I was like, hey, get pictures.
We were too busy making capes.
Yeah.
Tie-dyeing
Our
them.
capes turned out great, though. And I have a dying question. Okay,
Yes.
since this is the question and answers,
Mm-hmm.
did they do a pickup for the bounce slide?
100% they did.
Okay.
We were not going to
Two.
get that thing.
What?
Yeah, hold on. So, just so you know, Amanda, party planner extraordinaire.
I told you all on the last podcast that planning is not my forte.
So, not your forte is
At all.
the understatement of the year.
Yeah.
So, she orders this bounce house and says Garrett can pick it up in his
It's a
truck.
water-
It's
I
a water
asked.
slide.
I asked them what we needed
I
to
put
pick it
a
up.
picture of it on Facebook. This thing was 20 feet tall, and this was huge. It had stairs.
You had the weight limit to go down it was like 280 pounds. A full-grown adult could go down it.
So my son went and picked this up with his pickup truck, and it was loaded with a God bless forklift.
It's just
A
convenience.
forklift. So I had
Work
him.
smarter, not harder.
I had him drive it out to where we were putting it, and then I hooked it up after I blew it up, after I figured it out, because turns out it's not just like airing up an air mattress. No, there's a way to do it. We figured it out, and then I hooked it up to his truck and drug it where I wanted it in the yard because
He had to hook it up to a truck to drag it like another 4 feet.
I'm very particular about where things go, and I had an idea.
Because it was heavy. And we asked last podcast what the cost of
Yeah,
it
what was the cost for delivery?
Oh, I didn't ask for delivery. The cost for pickup was like $30.
So let's go worst case scenario. Let's go worst case scenario.
$60.
$60, but I guarantee you it's 30 total.
I bet it probably was the same cost.
No, I bet it would have been.
No, I
dropped.
bet.
No way.
I bet setup would have included drop off, pick up and drop off.
Yeah.
Reverse
For
order.
$30.
For
But
30
why would it, we're calling them? Why are they going to say, yeah, we'll just charge you half?
Right.
No. What they're saying is, hello, thank you for calling. And you're saying, hi, I'd really like to get this picked up. And they're like, hey, the stupid bitch wants that thing picked up. And so,
I'm pretty sure I heard that being yelled in the background.
yeah, with laughter. What should we charge her? Just charge her the full amount.
If she's dumb enough
Yeah.
to do it.
So they came and picked it up. I came home from a work trip and it was gone. And
It took
I
them
did a
2 days
little
to
happy
pick it
dance.
up because it rained after the party, and they said, no, we can't even come get it if it's got
because it'll be too heavy.
we deflated it. It was just laying in our yard, and then the rain got on top of it. It didn't like fill anything up, but it still added weight to it. And they said, yeah, if it's wet, it's too heavy for us to move.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna wait till it dries.
We'll wait until it dries. There it is. So yeah, $30. The moral of the story is,
Always ask what delivery cost.
or just have it done on something like that.
I didn't realize it would be that big.
How big did you think it would be?
I don't know, 10 or
What
12
size?
feet.
How many people do we estimate were here for the party?
25.
25 to 30, I think. Yeah.
I think we were closer to 30. We had probably 8 kids, 8 to 10 kids running around, don't you think?
No.
Yes. Denny's counting on her fingers.
Well, her toes aren't available. Braxton and Audrey are 2. So then
Yeah,
you
that's where
just
she
need 8
started.
more.
And then I
There's
had
8
2.
kids.
I had 2 from my family come, and then the other 2 that came, and then
Neighborhood kids. Just
There were-
kids.
there were
other
8.
kids that we were thinking about adopting.
There were 8.
There were 8.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you would know because you did the capes. So we did capes.
We did
Yeah.
capes. We did not make it to slime.
3.
Slime was not. Amanda was very depressed that there was no slime.
Yes.
We went to a birthday party the week before,
There
and
were
they
9.
made slime.
There must have been 9 kids because we had 12 capes, 3 left over, right?
There you go. Quick math. That's 9.
I was going to say we didn't have that many extra capes.
Yeah, we
I'm-
didn't know. Now we're back to not that many extra capes. Silence on the podcast.
I don't know.
But I would call it, if we were going to grade it,
I was too busy yawning.
A+.
A+. What do you
Yes.
say? A+.
A+.
Even the gifts on the tables, they were equal. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Because in a
Thank everybody that came.
in a group setting like that, where not everybody's related to Braxton, well, I guess everybody there had interest in Audrey, but not everybody the other way with Braxton. So, that's a credit to you. Thank you for getting that message out. We were afraid we would have one table overflowing with gifts and another table with 4.
Right.
And I talked
What
to you.
he's saying is more people like me than him.
Well, that's
I
true.
don't know. I think a lot of people like Braxton.
Not Braxton, you.
Oh, God.
No.
You see what she did there?
It is because Braxton's so stinking adorable.
He is cute, just like his dad.
Until he is in trouble at school.
Yeah, Audrey told me the story.
Oh, which story?
So, can I not? Oh, yeah.
No, sure, go ahead.
Braxton went to school into the bathroom and pulled down his pants to let everybody see his bottom.
I'm glad you said bottom, because it looked like you were going to say pecker for a second.
No, it wasn't
No.
that. He just thought he needed to show everybody.
Yep.
Did she tell you what he did
Wait,
for that?
and smacked his butt?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, he didn't do that.
Audrey's adding to the story. It wasn't entertaining enough. So then he swung it around and he smacked it.
Jesus.
No, what happened?
So his punishment was running the yard with a 5-pound weight.
Just like I do the football kids.
What did he cry the whole time?
Oh, my God.
He was yelling, like screaming, like
Audrey
She
lied
wasn't here
again.
for that.
Audrey said he
Audrey
got.
was here. Audrey sat there and sung while we were talking to him.
Well, that's because Audrey is the queen, or she's the princess. So Braxton's in trouble. So she goes out of her way to be extra good and make sure you see
She's
it.
just, look how good I'm being.
I love you, Daddy. I love you too, honey. Braxton, get going. Daddy, can I do it too? I'll just do it good. Okay, honey.
Daddy, I got a sticker at school today.
Uh-huh.
Amanda, did you know my teachers don't yell at me?
And then when they're alone, she'll say, Braxton, why are you so stupid? Why do you do the dumb things?
Somebody has to say it to him.
Last time when he was telling me everything.
He's just a boy.
He
He's
says,
not stupid.
I just make bad choices.
That's because that's what I've been telling him. That's since I've been in his life. Bad decision, Fred.
Yeah.
Bad decision, Fred. He's a great kid. He's a great kid. He's not stupid. We're just teasing of that. Audrey would say that to him.
I just love that he
never happens.
remembers everybody's name.
And he's very personable.
He hugs everybody,
He does.
even if they don't want to hug.
Yes.
Yes.
At his party, he hugged one of the kids that came, and they were not prepared for a hug and didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Kids don't know to just hug back.
Some kids don't. Audrey would give the shoulder.
Yeah. Audrey doesn't want to be
Awkward back
touched.
hug.
Audrey doesn't want to be touched.
Yeah.
So great party. Like I said, we'll get more pictures out. But today is the big day. I think I've been kind of waiting for this. Kind of like my favorite episode is Pink Heels. My next favorite episode will be this one.
Yeah.
And then my
He's guessing at
overall
that.
favorite episode is going to be when we get the doctor on, which I'm working on. So if you're listening, you're getting on the show. You know who I'm talking to. So, and I know you're listening. You're listening right now. You're listening again. So you're still listening. So we have compiled a list of listener questions. So I picked my favorite, Amanda picked her favorite, Jamie picked her favorite, and we're each going to answer these as we come off, if Amanda can stay awake.
I don't know. I thought we got great feedback on people just
On wanting to know
on
different things?
asking different things. Yeah.
I think so too. And it's encouraging. Our likes and shares are continuing to rise. So thank you for that. Keep doing it. We're going to start a what's the right word? We're going to start kind of a all right.
Q&A.
Jamie, Amanda would like you to look at her shirt.
What's my first language? Talking shit. That's so fitting.
I told her she couldn't wear it in public.
It is so fitting. I'm very proud of this.
Yes.
It's
I
her
spent-
pregnant shirt. She's so
I
excited.
Spent a stupid amount of money on like 3 pregnant CT shirts that say stupid things like this.
That's awesome.
One of them says, "If you can't be nice, we should probably be friends."
She actually said, "Oh, I think this should be for me and Jamie."
It's perfect. And the other one says, "Not slim, kind of shady."
That's my favorite.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like
Not
this.
slim, kind of shady. That's kind of my favorite one.
Were you coming up with what to call this?
The episode?
Yeah, cute. Not the episode, but
What?
What is a Q&A?
Q&A, question
It
and
is
answer.
a Q&A, but it's more of a love to know. It's more of a,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean?
The more
What, we asked and we picked, the top questions that we thought we could get through. So, and since we all picked different, why are you resting your face on the microphone?
It's very tired.
The microphone is tired or your face?
And it prevents me from being a
Yawning?
mouth breather into the microphone.
Oh, yeah, it would.
No, don't you do it too. For the love of God, people. Get a hold of yourselves. All right, so we'll start off on this
You're very noisy.
Q&A. First question. A couple of these are long, so here we go. Megan from Arizona. Megan with an H. My boyfriend's ex is very demanding, and I feel like she just does it to show me that she is still the most important person in my boyfriend's life. I am starting to think maybe she is right. Ooh, maybe she is right. Do I confront her? Do I talk to him? What should I do? Man, this is kind of like a relationship advice question.
Dear Abby.
I don't know that we should be answering this one. I tell you what, I'll sit this one out. No, just kidding.
No, you have to give your opinion too.
Amanda, go first. What are your thoughts?
So, I mean, I guess a few things, are there kids involved? Why? I'm assuming if the ex is that involved, there is a child shared at that point. And that's usually the contingency, is
Very noisy background. Sorry.
Keeping the mother happy keeps the child happy and keeps that relationship going. And I think as a girlfriend coming into a relationship where that you're going to have that kind of past baggage anytime you're dating someone with kids.
Sure.
It's not nice to call them baggage, but
Baggage is kind of a rough word, really.
it is. But they are. I mean, it comes with the kid and then the kid's parents and the kid's other side of their family. And that's just kind of the thing that comes with it. So you have to make that choice of whether or not you're ready to accept it.
So there's note passing going on in the studio right now. I am not going to share the things I'm reading. So Jamie, my boyfriend's ex is very demanding, and I feel like she does it just to show me that she is the most important person in my boyfriend's life. I am starting to think maybe she is right. Do I confront her? Do I talk to him? What should I do?
Just leave. I'm just kidding.
Leave?
I'm just kidding.
Okay, we can't give that kind of advice.
Just I didn't
run
know this
away.
was an advice show.
No.
Is this like unhealthy coping mechanisms? You know what? If stuff gets hard, you should just run.
Yeah, just
Get
walk away.
GTFO.
Yeah. No. She probably is. I mean, not that she is the most important, but she's trying
To make herself important.
Yeah, she's trying
Mark
to make
her
herself.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
But
And
that's not her territory anymore.
yeah, but if she is, if that is why she's doing it, then talking to her is probably the best solution.
So do you think she ought to burst in and start
See,
like
I
laying
disagree
out
because I
some-
think if you talk to her, it's going to just make her feel like, yeah, but you better take notice.
Like, no, I think it depends on how you talk to that person, though.
Right. So if you go in and just start laying out some rules.
Exactly.
So you just go in.
No, I didn't say that was the best way to do it.
Oh, you look so much like Audrey right now, the way you just did that.
I didn't say that's the best way to do it. I'm just saying, just be like, hey, I want to be on good terms.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there
We were
anything-
kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were kind of there as I think about it, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, not
not demanding, but we were Audrey and that whole, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
yeah. So it was just like,
there had to be a breaking point. Not a breaking point, but there had to be a melting together.
yeah.
And
Not only
recognizing
yeah, I came in and laid out rules, but it could have gone differently.
we have an
Amanda could have.
episode in the archives about rules. There's always rules.
There's always rules, but Amanda could have taken it differently, and then been like, F you to my face. And then it could have gone completely different. So it's not that it doesn't take two people.
Right.
It's just finding a good way to go about it. And had I been able to come in and say, obviously we're going to be,
Right. We've got to share space and time.
right. Which I did. I did say that. But
I think having self-confidence in yourself and in your relationship is really important in this, because sometimes it may feel like you're not the priority, but you have to see the bigger picture and be okay with that, because it's for the family. It's not just about you. You're I'm guessing maybe coming from a life of just being single where you expect the person's attention to all be towards you. And when you're dating someone with kids, that
Can't always be.
that can't be that way at all.
Because it's
You have to mentally prepare yourself for that and have ways to deal with it and talk yourself through the emotions that you feel.
So the best thing to do is get rub some dirt on one of your kids and then get all the family together and make some sort of tragedy and do a podcast.
Yeah.
That'll fix everything.
Okay.
Question number 2. Amber in Kentucky asks, do Amanda and Jamie spend time together away from Denny? If so, what do you do?
I mean, we did go to the Tender Heart Foundation
yes,
thing together. That was
the
Denny-less.
Bracket Foundation.
Did you just call it, when it was named
Yeah, it was.
Denny-less?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Denny-less.
It's like being kidless, only it's Denny-less, which includes being kidless.
You just now got it.
Yeah.
I'm very upset about this whole thing.
No, that's like an actual phrase I've used before.
And some Skittles. God bless it. The kids got Skittles in a bag.
In a box.
No, it was they were in a box, but they were in one of their present bags. So they opened this gift and they were on the very bottom. And I said, oh, look, Denny, and some Skittles. Okay, story end. Yeah, we do things together. As of right now, I'm kind of helping Amanda out. And so we see a lot more of each other. So
you guys are communicating a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, and it's all good. I mean, do you guys consider yourselves friends?
Yeah.
That's quick.
Yeah. I bought us new chairs.
Yes, we're very excited about them.
Mine's pink.
I'm a little upset I didn't get a chair.
You have a comfortable chair to sit on. We sit on things that make our butts go numb.
I'm the executive producer.
Or stick to it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for our chairs. Hers is purple, mine is pink.
We'll make this room girly after all.
Congratulations on the chairs, ladies.
Oh, I like the turquoise one too. I was having a hard time picking.
Yeah, I was thinking about that one as well.
All right. Back to the questions for the love of God. Ashley B. What do you do? What do any of you do when feelings get hurt? That's a good
back
question.
to those unhealthy coping mechanisms.
Yeah. What
I
do
used to
any
get
of you
really
do
drunk.
when feelings get... Well, now you're pregnant.
So that doesn't work anymore.
Is this a state with recreational marijuana?
Is Indiana?
Yeah.
No, you dummy.
Then no one gets high.
Jesus.
Just kidding. All of us do. No, just kidding. We don't do that. We do drink. Occasionally. You don't.
Not anymore.
But now if we could just get you to stop smoking.
Oh man, when my feelings get hurt, I go silent, and then Denny picks up on it and he's like, "What's wrong?
Uh-huh.
Come on, Jamie, just tell me."
So let's throw that out in the open. I know you.
Yeah.
And I know when you're going through something, either with work or another relationship or something else.
Yeah.
I sense it, and I've kind of become a sounding board for you.
And he heads off because he's like, "How is this going to affect me later?
That's exactly
I gotta
right.
fix this."
Are we still going to be able to do the podcast? So when I sense it, I want to fix it because
Are we still going to have this birthday party? Are we still? No.
I know it. And we've talked about it before. I think our relationship is better now than when we were married.
Absolutely.
And so, I've given you advice. I've given your boyfriend advice.
My headphones are squeaky.
They are?
That's a very odd.
I'm sorry.
That's
It's
a very
driving
odd
me
response.
nuts.
Why are they so squeaky?
I don't know, but when I'm talking now, they're like squeaky. It's like I need some, what is that, WD-40? DW-40?
No, it's not DW-40.
Oh.
It's WD-40.
Okay. I thought I said it right the first time, and then she laughed so hard. I was thinking, damn it, I got it mixed up.
You can't put that on headphones.
I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
What do you do about your feelings, Amanda? You cry. You could wake up and I could say, "Hey, it's sunshiny out," and you'll just start crying.
Well, that's pregnancy. So let's be fair.
Time out. That is not true.
I have several ways of dealing with my emotions depending on who I am around. I mean, like I might be open to cry in front of you, but most of the time I'm more of a shut down and hide type of person.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Shut down and hide.
Like I said, really healthy coping mechanisms. I don't deal with my feelings. I bury them.
Yeah.
In the yard.
I feel like there's sometimes I'm like, I'll try to talk to him and I'm like, just trying to see how she feels about something. Like, oh shit, did I piss her off? Oh shoot, is she mad?
No.
Oh, did I upset her?
Like, I worry about
like,
that
I'll
with
ask,
you sometimes.
Or I'll ask questions and she's kind of very short answered. She just doesn't like to talk about herself or talk about her feelings. So I'm like, okay, did I dig too deep?
Denny will scold me because he's like, that sounds really mean. I'm like, it's not mean. That was just my answer. You asked me a question. I answered it.
Yeah.
That wasn't the whistle I was expecting.
We all kind of just sat up like dogs.
Oh, maybe it is the whistle I was looking for then.
I was like, what was the point of that?
Yeah. I was looking for more like this when you say, I was going to call you for a foul.
Oh my gosh! Can you stop doing your now? Oh wow!
How does
I love
sounds
my
and
sound
noises?
effects. They're not sounds and noises. That's why you're not the producer, okay? They're
They-
sound effects.
I mean, we're like 15 minutes into what she said, and you're like trying to whistle.
See, that was me trying to whistle.
Don't do that again. That
didn't
hurts
work.
my ears.
Oh, do they squeak? Do you need some DW40?
Listen, I thought, okay, I used to get it backwards all the time, and I'd sound
You're kidding.
dumb. So when she laughed so hard, I thought I got it backwards, and I'm like, no, I
Again.
could have swore I said it right this time.
Okay. So what are you calling a foul on me for?
That you don't cry.
You're still on that?
Yes, because
That's what I'm saying.
it's not true. You could cry.
I cry in front of
when
you, but who else do I cry
when
in
you
front
get
of?
pissed. It's
Okay.
waterworks.
Mad cry is different than emotional cry.
No, they look the exact same.
Well, I know they look the same.
You're almost crying right now.
Not even close.
Why
Look at
would
her
you
eyes.
try to get her to pissed off and cry?
Well, I don't want her to be
You
pissed off
struggling
and
with
cry.
words?
I am
Sometimes
struggling.
she just does it.
I'm a frustrated crier, and that's usually work related. So that's something I deal with. But like if I'm like upset or sad, that's when I shut down. I can deal with anger and frustration. I can't deal with sadness and feelings and things.
She's snarling as she says that, by the way.
No, that's true. I completely understand that because you do see more emotion in her when she is upset about something. Like
Like when I'm fiery.
yeah, like upset about something somebody did or said or whatever.
Right.
But like emotionally, like if I like, because Amanda and I do see each other a lot and we do lots together. So like when I try to get a little bit closer to her, she's like, yep, cool.
She's
Not
just that way.
intentionally.
Not
that's just me.
intentionally. She's just,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just that way.
so I'm like, okay, great talk. Well, yeah. Let me know how you.
I
think
guess
about that
we're
later.
not friends.
This is why I don't have friends, because I'm not able to bond with people.
But I get
I
her.
don't know.
So
I think you've bonded very well with her.
yeah,
I think so.
In my way, I'm just saying on like a normal people level.
right. I get it. It's like I know that Amanda and I are friends, so I just take it for what it is. I'm like, all right, next
'Cause you
time I'll
know
try.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll try again. One day.
What do you do when your feelings get hurt? I can't help but notice you didn't answer.
He cries.
So I could cry sometimes, but I don't. The kids make me cry.
I've made you cry, dummy.
Well, that's only because you're mean to me, and I don't know how to react.
No, with gifts and
Oh,
when you proposed.
No, he's a sentimental crier.
but she loves it.
So his proposal to me, he cried through the entire thing. He couldn't get any of it out. And I just laughed the whole time.
She did, and then she just told me how I blew it.
That's hilarious.
It pissed me off.
I think that's sweet though.
I mean, it was sweet, but I just knowing him, he had this whole thing planned out. Because he organizes everything and plans it all out. And he had
Listen,
like this speech. And
I just want to tell
he
you.
couldn't get any words out.
Here it comes.
You got
Never
a
did any of that
king-size
for me.
bed.
Yeah, and a
Okay.
real proposal.
And a real proposal.
Yeah.
So
With a ring.
with a ring and tears
And tears.
and actually a plan.
He had a whole plan.
Yeah.
She's snarling again. I did. I had a plan.
I know you did.
And it was awful. So anyway, enough about me.
Just stop trying.
Oh, Jesus God, here we
Well,
go.
hopefully this is his last time to try a proposal.
I know. That's what I mean.
No shit. Let me just tell you all.
Let's hear from the other
let me
two on
just-
how you know what? That should be our next podcast.
Oh, we could just get all four of us together.
It's going to be my
Share
last
Denny.
proposal.
Denny stories.
And we can
Oh, God. That's the greatest
quarterback this ourselves.
podcast I hope to never hear.
How did he propose to you?
Oh, God. I had thought for one time maybe that would be a good podcast. I'm rethinking that. Zach H. asks, Zach H., does your daughter know she's adopted? How did you or how will you tell her? I'll defer to you, Mother.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's start with that. Does she know she's adopted?
No, I don't.
I mean, she's heard it.
I'm sure she's heard it.
She just doesn't understand.
She doesn't understand it because she will talk about her being in my belly.
Mm-hmm. But, well, yeah.
But we don't like, if we ever talk about her being a baby or anything, it's like,
We don't distinguish.
yeah. So when you were in the belly,
And we have pictures of where she came from with us.
yeah,
In the belly.
the belly pictures,
Yep.
which was really great. Are you all right?
There's no reason to get that checked out.
Leave me alone.
Which I was really grateful for those, actually. 'Cause
Absolutely.
that's so cool.
That's her heritage.
Yeah. And how will we tell her?
We'll probably just say when she's in trouble and bad one time, we'll say, we knew we shouldn't have adopted you.
Wow.
Or we'll say
Something tells me you've already said that. I'm not sure.
No, not yet.
or we say we should just give her back.
Yeah. Do we have to keep you?
Yeah.
Is there a return policy?
Is my money back guaranteed?
Yeah.
Or am I past that window?
God, if we could get some of that back.
Right.
So,
Bora Bora, here we come.
no shit for all of us for a month. So, I think we will. I don't think we've hidden it. And I also think that we will. I think, due to the circumstances, without getting too deep into the weeds there, we're going to have to explain it to her because there's no way
absolutely.
it's going to be hidden.
So here's how we're going to do it, because one thing that we never want to do is make Audrey ever feel unwanted, because she was never, ever unwanted. So
Exactly.
I am unable to have children. And that was a big, devastation for me, because I've always wanted kids.
Mm-hmm.
And
Until you had one and then you said, that's enough.
I'm done. And then,
And
you
then
know,
the doctor said, fixed.
Denny had a reversal, and
A vasectomy reversal.
yeah. And it's like,
And then adopted a child a month later.
yeah, it was like, it wasn't working. So I just, they had you for us,
Mm-hmm.
and you were God made you for us. You are here because he wanted you to be with us. I mean, she looks like us.
She does. She does.
Mm-hmm.
She really does. Just like Braxton looks like me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously. It's my genes run strong.
If that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So anyway, yeah, that's she will know that
She will
has-
definitely know. But she'll also know that Mom, Dad, Amanda love her. And
I mean, I think we would approach it just like we did with
Cancer.
her being sick.
Mhm.
Honesty is the best policy. We don't ever want her to find it out from someone else.
Right.
or from
So-
a podcast that she listens to.
Right. So we haven't discussed it with her currently because of her age. I mean, that's not really
She just
something
wouldn't comprehend it.
I don't
Yeah.
think she would understand, but it will be something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the more we hide it, the more taboo it seems. Then I think it will make her more curious.
Yeah.
So I don't want her to be curious. I want her to have the answers that she's looking for.
And really, we're not good about hiding things in this family.
No.
Mm-mm.
People tend to just blab shit out.
Yeah. Making fun of one another, or however we do it. It's
Very bad
Comes out.
names we call each other.
yes. So yeah, I mean that'll be down the road soon.
Yeah. Down the road soon?
Mhm.
Is that something people say?
I don't know.
I
have
don't
a
think
clue.
so.
Down the road soon.
I like
Hey,
it.
that's
an
going to be down the
oxymoron.
road soon.
It's kind of like it is.
I think you mean across the street on that one. That's just across the street.
Yeah, or down the road.
She was
Just-
thinking way too hard on that.
Just drop the soon.
Just down the road.
Mhm.
You're the one that put the soon in.
I know, because I
Don't blame me.
Shut up.
Next question.
Why are you yawning into the microphone?
and talking.
I was trying to make it stop.
Next question. Jenny from Michigan. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got.
Jenny from the block.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. From the Michigan block. My son and my stepdaughter are a few years apart. At first, they seem to get along well enough, but both... there's a typo in here. They get along well enough, but they are both fighting constantly and can never seem to get along. Do you have any tips for getting step siblings to happily coexist? The answer to that is no. Get rid of the word happily and just coexist. Yeah, we can tell you how to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, Audrey and Braxton get along really well. I think probably the important part there to look at is equality and making sure that each one still feels just as important as they did prior to. You don't ever want children to feel like, well, now mom has this other person or dad has these other people, and so now I'm pushed out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I think Braxton just has a really good attitude. Because I swear to you, if I was Braxton, I would have probably pushed Audrey down the stairs a couple times.
Audrey mothers the shit out of him.
Oh my
That
God.
poor boy can't do anything without her.
Fred, you're not doing that. Fred, come in here and play this. Fred, he's like, I don't want to. I want to do this. She's like, I don't care.
This is what we're doing. This is how we're playing.
She is definitely little sister. When he doesn't do it, she comes in. Dad, Braxton won't play with me.
And then what does Dad say?
Braxton, play with your sister.
Exactly.
Every time. Every single time.
Every single time. So he's like,
and the only time he really hates it is when he's watching TV.
but what do you tell Braxton when he comes in about Audrey? Like, Audrey won't.
He really doesn't because he doesn't care.
Oh,
He's like, oh, you don't want to play with me? All right,
Yeah,
I'm going to
I'll
do
go
my
do
own
something
thing.
else.
I feel like you would be like, well, just ignore her.
Oh, I do. Yeah. I said again with the yawns. I'm sorry we're boring you so much.
No, I'm just really
So-
tired. Do you have any idea how much energy it takes to make a human being?
Well, I know how much I put into it.
Not very much.
That was good.
Rim
That
shot.
was... I enjoyed that.
Wow. I will tell you, I believe that Audrey's development came along tenfold once Braxton did.
Oh, yeah.
Having someone her own size
To talk
to.
Mm-hmm.
Because she wasn't really talking. She would a little bit, but bam, once he came along, she started talking. So, yeah, now we wish she would just shut up sometimes.
She made us pause the music on the way here, Brittany and I, so she could tell us a story, and it was riveting.
What was it?
Just about at.
Hold on real quick.
We've only listened to this 4 times tonight.
Yeah. So she was
She
just
likes
telling
to
a story
sing.
about this little baby that falls around at daycare. Awesome. She made us pause the music. And then I tried to start
She
it
had
again.
something
'cause-
very important to say.
Yeah. And then I tried to start it again when I thought she was done. And she said, Mom, pause it. Let me finish. And then we can restart the song. My
Well,
bad.
She
Yeah.
was
How dare
very
you get in her
logical
way?
in her approach.
Yes.
All right, next question. This one comes from Johnny H. Do you think you would all be friends or as close as you are if your daughter never got cancer? Ooh, I'm going to say no.
I think it may have come much later down the road. Much later.
Oh, not down the road soon?
Not down the road soon.
I hate you.
I understand how those catchphrases work.
What?
Those catchphrases.
That's not what you
I
said.
was trying to knock you on in the middle of that again.
So I believe we would have worked together.
Yeah.
We would have co-parented.
But it would have been you and I working together.
Yep. Yep.
Me just standing there looking angry the whole time.
Yeah.
No, you would have been needed at some point.
No, I just mean that my face looks angry all the time.
They call that
Resting.
RBF.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
She's got it strong.
she coined it. Yeah. So to answer that question, so yes, I think we would have. But do you think you would all be friends or as close as you are?
Not as close as
Not
we
as
are.
close, no.
Is the answer to that. So, but that's why we're doing this.
Yeah, because we like to do stuff together. We always have.
we
Like,
don't want everybody else's kids to have to get cancer for them to go through this.
No,
Yeah.
please no.
so it's like it's like we're doing this so, you know, if you have these questions and stuff, like, you know that it can be fixed.
Right.
And
that's kind of what we're trying to do.
yeah.
Our story is not typical, and I'm not thinking we're going to change the world, but we want to give people the impression it can be done,
Yeah.
and that's what we're doing.
Or maybe just a different perspective to to try and make things easier in their own life.
Right.
Yeah. Or you can listen to all of our crazy crap and just be like, man, I got it.
We're not like them.
Feel better about your life.
Yeah. Next question.
At Stargazer17 on Twitter says, was the birthday party a success? What was your favorite part? The birthday party being a success is 100% yes.
Yes, we talked about that.
Favorite part?
Oh boy. Why are you writing more notes?
She's keeping notes.
My favorite part was probably the water slide. Just because I was the most worried about that. I think my happiness from it came in the resolution and how things worked out. But the water slide was a bigger hit than I thought it would be because of the temperature.
Yeah. I was worried about the water slide with the temp
Oh, yeah, me too.
because it was only 79 that day. And
I'm not kidding. Those kids went so long. They were blue. They were
didn't
like
care.
walking in like popsicles.
Their lips were shivering. So
I had to actually get on Audrey to change her swimsuit.
Well, and after everyone left and we shut the water off, Braxton and Audrey still went down that probably 20 more times.
So I pulled Braxton. He went down it once, and he got nervous because it was fast. So he wasn't going to go down it again. And I thought to myself, I spent several $100s on this. I took it out of the back of a truck with just my son and I when a forklift was used to deliver the damn thing. I had to hook it up to a truck and drag it to where it's at. You're going to go down it. So I pulled him over. He went down it once, and then he was making all kinds of excuses. So I did the dad thing. I pulled him over real close, and I said, "Hey, buddy." And he said, "Yeah, Dad." I said, "It's your birthday, isn't it?" He said, "Uh-huh." I said, "This is your birthday party, isn't it?" He said, "Uh-huh." I said, "You're going to go down that damn slide, or I'm going to bust your ass." So get up there and go down it now.
Oh, my God.
And he
We have to threaten him to have fun.
Well, that's the point. I said it nicely in his ear, and he said, "Okay." And he climbed up and went down, and he went down 2,000 more times following that. But if I wouldn't have done that, he would not have went down again.
He would have wasted half the party being too scared to go down.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And he would have had every excuse. But you know what's so funny about that? If you did that to Audrey.
Oh, God. That's why you can do differently with boys.
No, we're not getting into that. Go ahead. Next question.
No one else said their favorite part. Oh, you said the water slide.
water
What
slide,
was
I
yours?
think.
Oh, yeah.
Water slide.
Tie-dyeing.
Oh, tie-dyeing, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she did most of that. I mean, we made the capes,
Yeah.
but
Then I sat down with all the kids, and my hands still have a little bit of color on them.
even though I gave her gloves.
Yeah, I did not take the gloves over there like an idiot.
Yeah. Everybody's hands.
Yeah. But it was fun. It was fun.
Teresa in Indiana says, this is a good one. My ex-husband's new girlfriend is a child. Capital letters on child. 4 or 5. It's 5 exclamation points following. Not just because of her age, but because of her maturity as well. She treats both of my children like she is their friend, not a role model in their life. I'm not a fan of her, but she's going to be around. I expect her to be a good influence on them. She talks to them like they are teenagers, both girls, 4 and 6. She buys them makeup and encourages them to put it on, telling them they need to wear makeup to be pretty. She talks to them about having boyfriends and teaches them provocative dancing. I have talked to my husband about this, and he just blows it off. How do I explain to him, a man, that's weird, how detrimental these things can be to young girls, and how do I make it stop?
Who is doing that? His daughter?
No,
What?
my ex-husband's new girlfriend.
My ex-husband's new girlfriend.
Yeah, so sounds like there's 2 girls, ex-husband, his new girlfriend is trying to maybe be a friend.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You're the
but
cool-
along
the
the
cool
way, we're saying she talks to them like they are teenagers.
Yes,
and
I was
encourages
just
them to-
confused. I thought it was
and
her
she-
stepdaughter.
They need to wear makeup to be pretty.
Mhm.
She talks about having boyfriends. I talk about Audrey having boyfriends all the time.
Audrey
I also
talks
talk about
her.
how I'm going to break his legs.
Yes, Audrey talks about having a boyfriend.
All the time.
You guys think it's funny when she's 4? Wait till she's 13.
I don't think it's funny now.
I will not think it's funny ever.
She's
will
already
break
given
13-year-old legs.
She's already given Denny the line, but I love him.
Mm.
I'm
Little
not very happy
Mermaid.
about this right now. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess the question to this is, how do I make it stop?
You can't.
I don't think you can. What do you think?
I would look at it as a perspective of you kind of have to. You have to figure out a way to make it stop.
I mean, yeah, you do. You just have to go in there and make rules.
Back to the rules.
There's always rules.
No,
But if she, let's play this out. If she sets up the rules and says, it's inappropriate for you to be wearing makeup, you're too young, you're.
Audrey wears makeup. She's cute.
no, but I don't tell her she needs it to be pretty.
Right. Right. And she gets little kid makeup sets, and she does all of that. So I think it's all in perspective. So I think you have to talk through that.
With them, with the adults.
We need more information on this. So can you and the ex-husband and the new girlfriend sit down and have a conversation? Because I think that's where it starts. If you can't sit and...
Well, and she says she's talked to her ex-husband and he just blows it off. And I guess maybe her comment about explaining to him, a man, emphasis on men not going through what girls go through in puberty, kind of the importance of like setting them up and how it's making them feel now is how that's going to affect them when they hit puberty. I think is really the important thing to look at there. And that's probably what she's worried about, that she needs to sit down with the other woman.
How would you two handle this?
I just come in and lay down rules.
You just come in and say, look,
yeah, but
bitch.
then you're the grumpy mom and she's the fun one.
Yeah. And then Amanda says, all right, bitch. I'm going to French braid her hair because you can't.
Is that how that went?
Yeah. That's how I saw it.
that was, I will tell you, I was worried about the French braiding at first.
And Denny's like, God damn, I don't want to send her home. And Amanda's like, leave it. And he's like, no, this is really.
Well, that's not how it went.
No, Audrey begged to have it done.
Yeah, will you stop complaining about it? For the love of God, Jamie.
I
It's
still
been
can't
years.
French braid.
Amanda can teach you now. You guys are friends.
She doesn't have long enough here to teach her.
No.
Oh, because she has cancer, she's not good enough.
Yep. Pretty much right now. I'm just kidding.
Next question. What do you want to accomplish with this podcast? That comes from Carla M. What do you want to accomplish with this podcast? I know what I want, what we're doing. I want other people to experience what we're experiencing.
Yeah.
And, kind of understand how to get through some of these relationship issues.
How to make your life easier without having to have a child with cancer, to make it easier for you with your ex and your kids, your kids.
It doesn't have to be
like this.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a podcast where one of us is pregnant and the other two make fun of each other all the time, whoever it is. It's always 2-on-1 somehow.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So it doesn't have to be this, but it can be shared birthday parties.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be his house, my house.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Comfortable interactions.
And we were the ones that started off that way.
Yes.
And
I would like to go camping before the year's up. All of
Really?
us. Yeah.
You're running out of time.
No, I know, but like a chilly camping night, because
Deal.
I can't do hot camping nights. You can forget about it
And
unless
my
I got a
stuff you
camper.
can.
I would be a little surprised that you could do much camping nights at all. Like, that's not a thing I would think was your thing.
She wants to kayak. No, she
Yes.
wants to do that stuff.
Yeah, camping's not 100% my thing, but
You'll try it once.
yeah.
Are you going to poop in an outhouse?
Or just behind a tree.
Oh, wait, I wasn't talking about like that much. I was just talking.
Could we go someplace where there's plumbing?
Like some campgrounds have like showers. I mean, you have to get shower shoes and stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'll see if I can do it at least one night.
I guess we'll find out the hard way if you can't.
Yeah.
Mandy in Indianapolis asks, how is Fred or Braxton in this? They're the same person. He seems like he's well adjusted, but what are your thoughts on how he views your family dynamic?
He loves it.
I think the correct answer is he loves Jamie more than he loves both of us.
Yeah.
Well, he sees himself as an extension of, and it's
I don't think he sees a break, does he?
No. And that's partially, I think that's just him. I mean, he's never.
My sister walked in today and she's, oh my gosh, Brittany!
It may have
It's
been
been so
because she was
long.
holding ice cream, but
Yeah.
No, I think he would have been that way.
he
No.
would have. He's always been that way, though. He'll bond with everyone and anyone. But
It's
he
just
does.
But he seems to have a pretty solid bond with Jamie.
Yeah, he
And I think it's
sees an
because she
extension
has-
of the family.
Protected him so many times.
At his birth, right before his birth, Fred, don't do that. Fred, no.
Just like I said, I got him over to the. You're going to go down that slide. Get your ass over there and go down that slide right now. And he did right away. And then he had fun. I like it.
I can't wait till you guys hear him. Oh,
Yeah.
He just knows that he can sucker you in and that you still think he's cute.
he's so adorable.
He's a cute kid. I believe he feels at home.
No
in
matter where he
this.
goes. Actually,
I don't think it's no matter where he goes. I think he's comfortable.
No, like no matter where he
with-
goes or who he's with.
If he was with any one of us three,
Yes.
he would feel safe.
That's what I
and
mean.
that's the important thing, just like Audrey would.
Yeah.
And, my parents have accepted him
Yeah.
just as your parents have accepted Audrey.
Mhm.
So,
He also
And
told,
he's even pretty comfortable with your family, like
Oh, yeah.
with Jamie's extended family.
Mhm.
yeah. And he spent the night with Jamie.
Oh yeah.
They let him stay
Is
up
he-
till like 3 a.m.
4.
Is he grounded from going up north?
Yes,
for
right now.
Yeah, Audrey told me that too. God,
Yeah.
she's such a little tattletale. So do you want to know what happened to Fred?
Yeah. He can't even go to Mama Pebbles' house right
Yep, that's what she said.
now. It's the only thing the kid reacts to. That's the only thing we can take away from him. It sucks. but-
He's been in school for 3 weeks and he's been on a discipline plan for 2 of those weeks.
I mean, he's been in discipline more than out in kindergarten, for the love of God. All right, a little funnier question coming from Raymar in Orlando, Florida. Are you ready for this one? This was one of my favorites. Be honest, y'all live together all Waco-like, don't you?
I'm sorry, what?
Like a compound. Be honest, y'all live together all Waco-like, don't you? Meaning we all share a house. We're Branch Davidians.
If we shared a house, it would just be me and Jamie sharing, and Denny would sleep in a shed
Yeah.
somewhere far, far away. We might let him out occasionally and bring him some dinner.
So bring him some dinner.
Why was there? I felt like I was in
Jail.
jail or Napoleon Dynamite
I was
right
picturing a
Have some. What does he say?
there. Dinner, Tina.
Yeah.
Denny, have some dinner, Denny. Sorry.
Fling
What were
it
you
at
saying?
him.
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
No, we're not sister wives or anything.
No. And if that's what your question was, Raymar, I'm sorry to disappoint. We do not live together, and
We couldn't.
we have discussed an overnight for Christmas.
Yes.
We have discussed that's a real
Oh, yeah.
possibility. So
And we just discussed camping, like we could do that, but
Right.
we wouldn't be sharing a tent.
I don't know. Do you have your own tent? Mine's a 6-person.
No, I don't.
Are you going to blow air in your sleep like you did with Garrett that time?
No.
Okay. Then
I
it'd
hate
be
you.
okay.
Whoever farts in the tent gets kicked out.
I want to get an air mattress though.
Oh, we have one. But
We're
we
not
have just
sharing
one.
an air mattress.
Yes.
Yeah.
For
All
the
right.
love
That
of
just got
God.
awkward. I didn't mean it that way. I want another one, so we would have 2. I just went on a camping trip, and there are people that carry air mattresses that air themselves up. You don't need a pump. You just plug it in and it goes.
Do you have a pump to yours
Yeah.
Yes.
that you have to
So I've had this air
No.
mattress since I was in college. No, you just turn on the switch, put it in the little thing, and it goes. boom.
No. God damn.
What, do you think I'm blowing it up like a balloon?
No, like
I'm sorry, what?
Like an old bicycle tire
yeah.
pump.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of that going on out there. And if there was, I'd use the foot pump. What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Jesus God. EQR34 on Twitter asks, Denny 2.0 is my boy. When will he be back on? I think that's Garrett. Probably never.
I was curious if this was your alter ego or.
No, I don't have an alter ego. Mr. EQR or Mrs. EQR 34. We'll let you know. Probably
We'll
on a
bring him
football
back
episode.
at the end of fantasy football so that he can admit losing to all of us.
Yeah.
He'll lose to one of us. Misty G asks, when will we get to hear from Audrey? We've talked about that.
I think we are probably an episode or two away from having the kids on.
We're hearing from her right now.
Daddy's the best. Daddy's the
Are you trying to put me to sleep with the singing?
Daddy's the best.
This is what's making me yawn. Maybe that'll get you to stop.
So we are going to do a podcast with both Braxton and Audrey.
Yes.
No, I don't think at the same time.
No, we're going to do
Like 15 minutes for
15 or
each.
20 minutes and then 15 or 20 minutes.
Because
And
let me tell you, if we got both of them on here, there would be no direction.
There'd be laughing and
there'd be nothing but giggling.
poop.
That's kind of what it is like with you right now.
Shut up.
Sorry. So we've got time for maybe a couple more of these. Let's check our time. Yeah, we got a couple more. My fiance and I have been dating for 3 years now. He has a 7-year-old son. This is from Anonymous, by the way. He has a 7-year-old son. He believes in positive reinforcement and not speaking with any negativity towards his son. But his son is a terror. He is always getting in trouble in school and has no respect for anyone else. I have kept quiet and let him handle the discipline because it is his son, but I am realizing now that I am marrying into his family, and that includes the parenting aspect as well. I am struggling with how to approach the topic of discipline with my fiance. Help. Run. Pack all your shit and run.
Lock the kid in a closet.
Why is our solution to everything run?
I don't know.
Or
It's easy.
child abuse?
I don't know.
I don't know. So you've been dating for 3 years. The kid's 7, so you started when he was 4.
I feel like you should have already.
Maybe bridged it.
Yeah.
I mean, not to be
I
rude.
think if you
you're part
sat
of the problem.
back, if you sat back for 3 years and said, "Oh, it's his son," like
That's how he's going to feel.
Maybe there were rules.
there probably were rules,
Definitely. Probably rules.
Definitely, probably.
but
Definitely.
I like to be like sure on my answer, but there could be another possibility.
I wish you were that way when we were married. Wrong finger.
I can't stand him right now.
7-year-old, 3 years together. Positive reinforcement, which I believe. Not speaking with any negativity towards his son, not going to work.
I mean, I have heard of. I mean, everyone has different
Not gonna
parenting
work.
aspects.
Not going to work.
I know everyone sitting at this table is not one of those believers, but anytime you're entering into a relationship with someone with a kid, like that's a pretty important thing to figure out.
In the beginning.
Right.
Not going to work.
3 years in.
That's all I'm going to say. Not going to work.
So to answer really your question is you should have dealt with this sooner, but can't change what did it. Jesus.
Not going to work.
Wow. Really?
Do you like that? Screaming
you
in the
stop
background?
Make it stop.
That's what it sounds
I
like
hope
with
you can
families.
edit that stupid
oh
thing
my
out.
God.
That was a scream.
It was awful.
Well, that's
I know what you think it is. Anyway, you're screwed. Move on. No, I'm just kidding.
No, like, I mean, definitely sit him down and be like,
Yeah, you
And-
have to now.
and put examples of, don't just come at him and say, hey, dude, your parenting sucks. You're not parenting. Your child's awful. Then I can't do this. So you should definitely approach it more with
Should we medicate him? Should we take him to counseling?
Yeah, definitely don't go those routes. Come up with, hey, these are behaviors that I struggle with and that I would like to see changed. Can we work on getting something?
I think if
in
someone
place?
says to me, I would like to see these changed, I know what I would say. And it starts with an F.
Well, then you're screwed.
Seriously. Now, I'm not trying to run anyone's life here.
I don't know.
but-
You didn't do that to me.
What do you mean?
When I was like, hey, like
Because if he had said that to you, how well would that have gone over?
not well.
I can hardly even say it to her now.
I know.
But here's something to think about. I've kept quiet and let him handle the discipline because it is his son. But
I guess I did it in the beginning.
I'm realizing now that I am marrying into his family, and that includes the parenting aspect. So I think you better get it figured out, because if you don't, there's going to be trouble before you get married.
Trouble later on, much worse trouble than what you're in now.
I guess I really did say it in the beginning. It was we did kind of talk about discipline and how we would handle that.
And I said, leave it alone. I'll handle it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what he
fist.
said, guys.
That's what you're the iron
I'm
fist.
an iron fist.
Let me tell you who the children fear most sitting at this table.
It's Amanda.
It is Amanda. Even the older ones.
Me. Oh, and me.
And Jamie.
Shelly S. asks, have you guys ever thought about doing more than a podcast? Maybe a vlog?
I'm sorry, a what?
Oh my gosh, Audrey's obsessed with those things.
A vlog? What is a vlog? Oh, is it a video?
It's a video blog.
Video blog.
Okay. So like
No.
we could stream these, I suppose.
But then every time we're flipping each other off, or
Or yawning 67,000 God blessed times.
or when I get tired of waiting on you to have stuff ready and I crawl under the
My
table.
stuff
I
is
think-
always ready. I'm just trying to get the mood right.
I
Thank
think a
you.
vlog is a little different.
Oh, so it's not this?
Am I talking shit t-shirt? Wouldn't it be appropriate?
No, it's like you ever see those one families that she watches on?
Okay, those are freaky.
No, not the
Like
freak.
the mom and
Not
the
the
I
dad.
just
hand.
accidentally licked the microphone.
Why would you lick the microphone?
Well, I
didn't
didn't
mean to,
accidentally lick
because
something.
My mouth is so close to the microphone, and I licked my lips because they got
And
dry.
it did the microphone?
And it did I was like, ooh, metal.
Oh, you mean like the last time you licked it, it wasn't such a big deal?
No, because I was trying to. It just wasn't ready for it. I thought it was never.
It's like when you're expecting one thing and it's
Yeah,
not.
like when you take a drink of Coke and it's supposed to be tea,
And
or
it's
the
like
other
a
way
water.
around. Yeah.
Okay, but
Okay, first off, how did you confuse Coke and water?
no, like I don't. Never mind. So, hey, go back to this.
I am.
Shoot.
Have you guys ever thought about doing more than a podcast? Maybe a
no,
vlog?
it's about the fun ones, and they're like, we're gonna go to
Like, subscribe.
no,
Is that what
we're
you're
gonna go
saying?
to the beach, and they show their day at the beach, or
As a family.
yeah, as a family.
Mm-hmm. I don't
Just
know. Is that something you guys would be interested in doing? Jamie?
Once I lose a little bit more weight, maybe.
Well, say
Camera
that to
adds-
the fat girl over there that's going to have a baby. Go ahead. Upset her. Why don't you?
I mean, she's got a human growing in her. I don't have an excuse.
And who do you think you're calling fat?
Okay. I meant it about being
That
pregnant.
was dumb.
Moo.
Jesus God.
Did you just boo
Moo.
him?
No,
but
she mooed.
I know.
Mood.
Yeah.
I've been trying to actually.
Are you okay?
I know. I'm tweaking.
Maybe you should do
Not
less
actually.
meth.
I'm not tweaking.
What is? There's like dents on your forehead, but I don't know what you've had on your forehead to make
Oh,
dents.
right there.
No, like right here in the middle.
Oh, no. Those are my pimples.
Oh,
they-
they are not.
No, it looks like you've had a hat on your head way too tight.
I have dents.
See, this is why we couldn't do a
I have-
vlog
I have
because we
dents
have
right
all
here
of
on
this
my head.
going on.
They used to be called like my horns because I have dents right here. I don't know.
He definitely got some horns.
I know. Anyway, I guess
I would consider it.
I would consider it.
I
but
would consider it.
They do a lot of like.
But then I
Cutting
couldn't
and editing.
snarl.
Yeah. No snarling.
I think it would be interesting because I feel like you would get to know a little bit more about us in general, and so
Adding
like when
facial expressions
Yeah.
to the.
when you hear
voices.
this, you're like, oh, you kind of get our attitudes. You kind of get a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I can hear him saying that, or I can see her
Yeah,
saying
but they
that.
can't hear my resting bitch face over the thing.
I know that's why it would be awesome for them to see.
Lindsay in Sharpsville. What is your favorite trait about each other? Like, what makes you guys work? Be mean, it says. I don't know that we need to do the be mean part.
What? I
That
don't
sounds
get
a
it.
little sadistic.
Like, I think that Lindsay seems to know a lot about our podcast. What is your favorite trait about each other? So what do you like about each of us the most?
Oh, and then she wants us to be mean to each other.
Yeah, she wants us to
I
be
think
mean.
She enjoys
like,
it.
what makes you guys work? And then be mean is what they said. So, like, I'll start this one. I like our dynamic. So, I like the banter back and forth.
That's not about each one of us. That's about us as a group.
Oh, I guess that's true.
You suck.
So
I mean, I do like our band.
I do too.
We flow well.
We do. So what is my favorite trait about each other? Amanda's my favorite trait is that she lets me do inappropriate things to her.
Please never say that again in my presence. Even though I know it happens.
Be glad because mine was going to be much worse.
Clearly, I know it happens.
Yeah, she's pregnant. No, I like how Amanda brings kind of a different perspective. Like she's the doting mother, but also the
hard ass,
right?
Can you be doting and a hard ass?
Yes.
That's what makes you unique.
Not at the same time.
Yeah.
Don't get it right. He's not at the same time.
Right. And then about Jamie, my favorite, this is my favorite trait, especially as it relates to this podcast. No, I think you're great at podcasting. I think you both are great at podcasting, but you have more energy than I thought you would.
Mm-hmm.
And Amanda brings a different perspective.
I don't have the energy.
Well, you're just not a real sociable person.
I'm not.
And Jamie is very sociable, but she is sometimes when she gets nervous, she talks too much. Is that fair?
Oh, yeah.
And for some reason, you've been very nervous because you don't overdo it. Your real personality comes out on this that I don't think a lot of people know.
Yeah.
This is the Jamie that I've always talked about.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you bring a level of it. And I know you well enough to know that you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yes, because otherwise I would just sit here in silence.
And listen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm a listener.
You'd hear a comment every now and then.
Yeah, you just hear her laugh or yawn.
Yeah, depending.
Or say something really mean.
Yeah.
She just blurt out cuss words.
Bitch.
Yeah. So what's your favorite about her?
My favorite thing about Amanda?
Yeah, your favorite trait.
She keeps me on my toes because I'm like, oh shit, does she like me? Oh, okay, yeah, we're friends right now. Okay, hi Amanda. Oh shit. Nope. Not now.
Not now. And sometimes it's that fast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
it doesn't ever change. It's just.
But it never hurts my feelings or anything. It's just like I said earlier, it's Amanda. You know,
Mm-hmm.
It's the Amanda Show. Did you watch that? No.
Nope.
Never heard of it.
I had heard
it's
of
on Nickelodeon.
It. My name's Amanda. You don't think I've ever heard of the Amanda Show?
Everybody probably talks about it. Anyway, so I like that. She's funny when she's mean.
She's funny as shit.
I know.
What's your favorite trait about me? This shouldn't take you this long. You knew what you liked about her immediately.
I've been thinking about it.
Okay.
I mean, since you read the question, like as you were talking, I really wasn't listening to you. I was like thinking about what I liked about Amanda.
Okay. So what do you like about me? Amanda, what do you like about me? Jesus Christ. Why does this have to be this way?
Well, I mean, my initial.
He got you pregnant?
I have my initial answer.
I can tell you one thing you like. Don't even answer that.
But
don't answer.
I'm trying not to make everybody else throw up. So I'm struggling with this answer.
You're a uniter.
Are you gonna cry?
No, I'm struggling with this answer because your head's about to swell. And
here we go. Everyone quiet.
Which one?
I'm going to need a needle to
stop it.
Deflate it.
Everyone quiet.
Hang on, wait. Let me say mine first because yours is going to be
in case she wants to trump yours right now.
No. Because hers is going to be like, so amazing. No, you're a uniter. You kind of bring everything together. You're a good listener and
a good quarterbacker.
Is that what you're good quarterbacker.
Thank you.
She partly stole mine.
Oh,
so my thing is, I mean, I don't feel like I usually suffer from focus or lack of focus. That'd be a better way to put
focused.
that. But I mean, I am outside of my comfort zone. So when I'm talking more than usual, I'm kind of prattling. I feel like I'm prattling anyways. And I do lose focus of where I'm going. And Jamie often loses focus. And both of us like derail and we're off in a different county.
Uh-huh.
And you are able to keep us a little organized and bring us back to topics that we're supposed to be talking about.
I so thought she was going to get sappy. That's why I went first. Cause I was like, I'm not following the love shit.
No.
Like, let me go ahead and say what I'm going to say.
I'm talking about this as like,
as in the podcast.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear the music behind me?
Yeah.
No.
It was harps.
You didn't hear it?
Don't you do it again. I will take that away from you.
It was,
and
you were
smash
saying nice
it into
things
tiny
about
pieces.
me. You're going to break my harp that you just created?
Uh-huh.
I feel like she could crush that in just an instant.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't take her long.
Let me tell you what I hate about you.
I hope no one asked that question.
And what I like about Jamie.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Don't snarl while you
Sorry.
say it. It's going to piss me off.
Well, I can't help that because I don't know I'm snarling.
Great.
You actually helped bring me out of my shell a little bit.
Oh, see, I didn't know if you hated that or you loved that.
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she wants to be in control. And when you get her to come out of her shell, she's vulnerable.
I'm not. That is my thing.
And she doesn't have friends. And for her to be friends with my ex-wife
That's a big deal.
is a big deal.
Because I have a couple.
And you have to know me because I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, if you met you two, you're not going to be friends.
Yeah.
Well, and we've talked about that on the pod. I tried to say that, and I think I got
Amanda will ride a horse and play in the dirt and
go out into the woods for
2 days,
With no-
poop on a log,
Yeah.
whatever you got to do.
Not me.
Jamie, I need air conditioning. I need my makeup. I'm going to need a nice car
I
to
could
get
go
there.
without makeup. But
I've seen your suitcase that you carry around.
I smollened my
Smolland.
I don't know. I was trying to make up a word.
Clearly you were, and you did.
The baby's even laughing.
Smolland.
I made my bag smaller.
So the name of this podcast is Questions.
I
Smolland. Questions.
Okay, that is my own made up word. Just moving on now. Smolland.
Amy P. asks, what's the best advice you would give to a newly divorced family trying to blend? I wonder what they mean by blend.
Blend their families, maybe? Or
Like blend the two divorced families together?
You can blend separate families.
Or blend, like if each couple had kids.
Or somebody's trying to kill each other and they're trying to chop them up and put them in a blender.
Wow.
That would come from Amanda.
That took a dark twist.
That would come from Amanda.
So I was watching American Horror Story Coven. And
What was the last word?
American Horror Story Coven.
Okay.
I think it's Covent.
Shit, probably. The witches?
Oh, I don't. I'm just trying to figure out what word you're actually trying to use because what you said wasn't a word.
Coven. Yeah, it's like a witch
It's
craft
Covent.
thing. Look it
has
up.
it has a T in it.
Okay.
It's heartbeat.
I hear it.
Your
And
stupid scream would have been more appropriate.
they kill a
Don't.
bus full of guys. They kill a bus full of guys, these witches do. And there's one that they like and they want to bring back to life. So they take all the best parts from these like frat boys and they put them together.
And that's me. Ta-da!
No.
Surprise.
Anyway, I'm gonna say my answer will be as blending if you both have kids blending together. No, you know what? That could be Amanda's answer because I really don't know.
Yeah, it says, what's the best advice you would give to a newly divorced family trying to blend? And you said, my best advice would be to blend.
I think
No.
That's what you said. I could play it back for you right now. Okay. Amanda, what would your advice be?
my advice is to take it slowly. You have a lot of different working parts. You have a lot of different feelings and opinions. So while consistently trying to work on it, but working on it slowly, you can't just expect, hey guys, we're going to have one conversation and everything's going to be okay after that.
Yeah,
Because-
constantly working on it.
So are
is the
you
answer.
talking like both of you having kids and blending together, or
All of it.
I think just talking.
just different relationships, figuring out how to share kids, how to share
a relationship.
And
relationships, because I mean you were one for so long and now you're two.
Mhm.
And there's going to be aspects of, well, he always did this for me and now I don't know how to do it. So you have to be comfortable to go back and talk to that person about how to do it, or vice versa. And just now I'm alone, or maybe I'm with someone else. So all of that requires baby steps.
I think being completely open-minded too. It takes
Open-minded to giving and receiving
Receiving,
rules.
yeah. Shut up. No, open-minded as in
Giving and receiving. Yeah.
you're going to have to change as a person because you're now entering a new person's relationship in your life that isn't going to match what you are
Right.
necessarily. So being
it may not match the image that you had originally created.
Oh yeah. So being open-minded to changing whatever it is, being open-minded to taking criticism or,
Look at you.
I know.
You didn't small on anything up there.
I think I'm rubbing off on her.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm starting to become a little bit more of a logical thinker sometimes.
And then you say things like smallin'.
Yeah.
But that's not really an emotional word.
No.
It's just a dumb one.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to get people to use it.
We have time for really one more question, but I'm going to ask two more.
Okay.
So this one I'm going to ask just because it's part of what we had, and we'll just answer it. We'll all just give one-word answers to this one.
Okay.
To this question. Are you ready? Jennifer in Tallahassee asks, what is your daughter's prognosis and how is she handling the attention? We're not going to answer that. Her prognosis is good, so we'll just leave that there. You understand the word prognosis?
I do.
Her prognosis is good.
If you ever ask me something like that again, I'm going to stab you.
And she has a pencil in her hand.
Wait, you acted like I was wrong.
You then treated...
That's not very nice. You should not say that.
Well, I'll be editing that out of the show.
My bad, guys.
So, damn it. So, 1826. What is your daughter's prognosis and how is she handling the attention? Prognosis is good. Please don't hate me. Can she be a brat?
Yes.
That's Denny's doing.
So what's your answer?
Yes.
I don't think so at all.
Of course you don't.
Because it's your fault.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. My daughter has cancer and I love her.
It's everybody's fault.
It is everybody's fault, and she can be kind of a brat sometimes. Not bad.
No, I will say this, though.
This is supposed to be one word.
I know. Audrey's chill.
Until she's not.
I mean, she's hyper and she wants a lot of attention. Like, Mommy, watch this. Mommy, do this. Mommy, watch this. Mommy, watch this. You're not doing anything but throwing your head back. What am I watching? Like, she wants you to watch dumb things.
Just so that you're paying attention to her.
Right. But, like, when we went on our vacation, I mean, she was just chill. Like, I just want to swim.
Well, she was getting all the attention, too.
Yeah.
That's when she does best.
Yeah, at the house and at like my family's house and stuff. But when she was swimming, she would swim alone and stuff and play with her Barbies. And she just wanted to be in the pool. She can be chill.
Here's the question.
Cool, easy.
Here's the second part of the question. Can she be a brat?
Yes.
I feel like we answered that before anything else.
I know, but then we went to she's chill.
Yeah, but she can be a brat. But all kids can be a brat. But yes, I believe
she can be a little extra bratty.
She can be an extra brat.
She's a good girl, though. She's daddy's girl. All right. Last question comes from Laura M. What would you do differently if you could, and what? Amanda, you're up.
I'm sorry, you have to talk into the microphone.
Amanda, you're up.
I got so much pleasure of telling you that. I mean, that's a very broad spectrum. I would have stayed in school. I mean,
well, that means, wow. So I think it's more relationship driven. I could be wrong. I guess we could answer it however. I would have become a police officer.
I would have followed my tattoo choice.
Not gotten a Tasmanian devil tattoo.
Married differently the first time, the second time,
the third
time. Or I would have just waited on you to be born, go through grade school,
graduate high school.
High school.
At least you end up in prison. So
right. She's a little younger, a little,
just a tiny bit.
So, what would you do differently, Jamie?
Like, are we talking about our relationship? Like, not ours, but like the three of us.
I think from beginning to now.
Okay, from like divorce to now.
Yeah. What would you do?
What I would have like. what I would like to do differently is not have been so bitter. Not have been so. I wish we could have gotten here sooner. Does that, I wish I could have done stuff to get us here sooner.
Like get Audrey cancer a year sooner, or how would that go?
No,
like what she said about not being as. I mean, you held on to some pretty.
Oh yeah.
Heavy feelings for a while, and I did. I mean, mine. My biggest fault even now is my. Oh well, you don't want to get along. Oh okay. F you. That's how I cope with things, and I could have. I have the emotional intelligence to know what would make things better, and sometimes I choose to say, "Yeah, but I don't want to do that," and I could have chosen differently.
You are good, and this isn't a good trait. I'm not saying this to be mean, but you have conditioned yourself that you can, even if it hurts, you can let something go.
Yes.
And it could be dead to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it could be something that she really loved, and
like my everything today and absolutely nothing tomorrow.
Not in like the worst sense, but if it left you and you didn't feel like you could get it back, then you would just today's the first day.
Turn it off like a switch.
And just to protect yourself emotionally.
I can't.
Yeah, you not so much. Not so much. You got to dwell on it.
Yep.
You got to try and win it. You got to,
and then be angry at it, and then try the process all over again.
Yeah.
So I would say the same thing. I would have liked to have gotten here a little quicker. I would have, like I said, that call.
I wish I never met you.
While I was looking at the sharks, and that I almost bumped the call. I didn't think that was going to be the great uniting call.
We hadn't made the decision to go into that aquarium and spent $70 on the aquarium that we walked 30 feet through.
We could have probably stopped and got our money back.
You weren't stopping. You almost left me in Tennessee.
Tunnel vision. But I wish that if I could do it all over again, we would have started working on the relationship sooner. And I had the power to do it. I could have done it.
Yeah, we all
I could have done it.
Could have set something up a little differently.
Just so it would have been easier for all of us. So that's what I would do differently. The repair process doesn't start because Audrey has cancer.
I still would have made rules.
Yes, you're probably still going to make rules at some point. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. But I'm a lot less difficult now than I was.
Who says?
I am, I feel like.
At least for me, she is.
Yeah. For one of us.
For who, though?
Her.
Me.
Oh, she's easier for you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's going to be our episode today. Ran a little long. I'm going to have to do a little editing to this one. Thanks, Amanda.
Don't say things that cause me to speak.
To have outbursts. God. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Next week, we'll be back our
next
regular
week,
time.
I will be host.
You will not be host. Do you want to host it next week?
We should all take turns hosting.
Okay.
Nope.
See, this is where the two of you are different.
Mm-hmm.
Labor Day is when this one is dropping. So it's going to be a good Labor Day exercise for everyone to listen to while you're relaxing, not working, hopefully, unless you're in retail, then you're working.
You working?
We don't talk about what I do.
Oh, no.
We also have to talk into the mics if we're going to speak.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Everyone, thanks for listening. We appreciate the questions. Wait a minute.
Y'all crazy, bitch. You gotta fight. A brown-eyed girl.
You set the gold standard for your business. Your website should do the same. Wix puts you at the helm so you can enjoy the creative freedom of designing your site just the way you want. Want someone to bounce your ideas off? Talk with AI to create a beautiful site together. Whatever your business, manage it from one place and tie it all together with a personalized domain name. Gear up for success with a brand that says you best. You can do it yourself on Wix.